Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Welcome to Chinwag number 101, the weekly chat with Zaheer and Beck.
Yes,
I'm Zaheer.
I am back.
How are you doing, guys? Hope you've had a good day. We've had a pretty busy Friday as always, so we'll get into that. It was horrible. We've just come back from a dog walk and it's just horrible.
It was a bit wet outside.
It was raining.
It was a bit wet.
And it's just horrible. It was not a nice walk. It was one of those walks where you just wish that you didn't have to go out for a dog walk. You just think, man. But it was one of those things. So got soaked jeans. You actually got into your joggers, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, my jeans are soaked. That's why my hair's looking super flat as well.
I've actually got PJ bottoms on.
You got PJ bottoms, yeah. Pretty cool though. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, we'll say a few highs, and then we'll get to it. Let's. By the way, guys, we haven't really got a topic, as if you. Yeah. Wow, we don't have a topic, huh? Didn't see that coming.
I know, right?
Wow. All right. So let's go and say a few highs. Peter, hi Peter. Southwest Sellers. Karen, so Ali has popped in as well. Hi guys, Stephen Bennett, Jamie Kenley and Parker Sue, Lobster Pot, Selena Scott says hi, John Clissold, Ash, I'm the Legend, Treasure Pirate Heather, Flippin' Fantastic Finds, Margaret Stewart, Mr. Chiching, Anne Hamilton. Well, I missed someone out. Will Higgs. Did I miss someone out? Because you just looked at me like.
No, I was just
You're
paying
just
attention.
looking. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question: is that a new T-shirt here? I've worn it before. It's an Aldi special.
It's a new one this week.
Yeah, it's yeah, yeah,
If that's what you meant.
yeah. It's a new one this week. Yes. Yeah. I know what you meant there, Suffer. So it's been all day. Will be the same. It's been atrocious.
It's been horrible.
Yeah, and the worst thing is you take the dog out because you want him to do his business, and then he just doesn't do any business.
Yeah, because he doesn't like walking in the rain. And you're like, well, I don't like walking in the rain either.
Yeah, and it's just like, man, you didn't even do anything. Now, it just seemed like, I suppose
we might have to try and get him to
get him out
later.
at night or something. Yeah, I mean he might be okay, but still. Shock horror no topic says Karen. Shop window says no topic, but just had a Milky Way. Very funny, very funny, very funny. I did actually have a topic earlier. I did have one and a bag of
nice.
flaming hot Monster Munch as well.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just because I didn't have anything to eat all morning, so that's what I had for my, for lunch or whatever. Not very healthy, but there you go. It's windy, says Karen. BCP's popped in as well. Hi there, guys. It's hope this is good. Pause the Predator for this, says Jason. I know if it's depends which Predator it is.
Yeah.
If it's a new one, I'm pretty sure this is going to be better. But if it's the Arnie version, then
you might want to go watch that one.
You should really go. I mean, let's be honest, Jason. I mean, stick around and if it bleeds, kill it. I mean, there's so many great lines in Predator. Great movie, absolutely great movie. Peter Race is very windy in Epsom today. Cold but 24 degrees. Yeah, it's been pretty windy here today as well. Shazad says, hi guys, having a late snack on the beach. Oh yes, Shazad's on holiday. So yeah, in Turkey. Man, imagine you could be on a Turkish beach or you could be in wet and windy northwest. Get to the chopper. Yeah, that's a classic, obviously. Yeah. I think my favorite is Stick Around though, and he stick around because he literally skewers someone to a wooden post with his giant knife. I mean, it's just classic, isn't it?
Yes.
Absolutely. Stick around. I mean, come on.
Where does he think he's gonna go?
I don't know. I just think it's fantastic. I want to get the no shell Skittles, chewy ones, says Ali. I can't find those buggers anywhere. No shell Skittles? I've not even heard of those.
Neither have I.
Not even heard of those.
He's going to be sat on the sofa.
Yeah, it was soaking wet,
wet
and I've just heard him going sat. Yeah, he's just we can't do anything about it really, and he smells even worse than normal somehow. But then again, I think he's plateaued now. The dog.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think he can smell any worse. I think that's about it. Anyway, enough chitter chatter about like random
Not
stuff.
much at all.
Yeah, about just our dog smelling and the weather being bad. Oh,
Yeah.
God, yeah. We will get to any questions that you guys have. We will talk about our sales. We'll do all that kind of jazz as well. So yeah, don't worry about that. Okay, let me just have a look at what's going on here. Let me just see. We did actually have a nice little sale today, which I will be sharing later on. I don't know. Should we just share it now, or we're going to share it in the next week's sales update, aren't we?
Oh, we'll probably share it in that as well.
Yeah,
but
we'll share.
It now if you want.
They're called Skittles Chewies, says Alia. And Southwest says, smell of wet dog. Yeah, it's not very nice, really. It's not very nice. But yeah, I mean, we'll get on with that. Should we get on with our sales figures? Yeah, get on with sales figures. Sales this week have been okay. We were helped very much by like one big ticket item sale.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think we shared that actually when we did our sales update.
I think it happened afterwards.
Yeah.
Or it may have been the same day. I don't know.
Yeah. So we kind of had a nice sale this week, and like it wasn't amazing, but it was amazing enough. For it to be, for it to be like, it helped our week.
Yeah.
It made our week better. We had a decent week, but this made it a really good week. And it kind of shows the importance of having like big ticket items available. Now we've got on our store lots and lots of like parts, obviously, as you guys know. But we job lotted one of our lines together just to get rid of a big bunch of them, because I think it just got to this stage where you sometimes think, well, we've got plenty of items, but we've got lots and lots of them, we're selling through slowly. But every now and then, it's nice to just job lot something and just bring a nice amount of money in. I think it doesn't harm, does it? It's like, we could have been sat on this forever, but we chose not to. Anyway, I'll show you what it was. We sold a job lot of 300 servos. Now, we did not get the £600.
No.
We only got 480, so it wasn't 600. It was
you took advantage of an offer we've got.
I had a promotion running for 2 for 20%, and this was in it. And I completely forgot to make sure this was not in the promotion.
But it was in it.
But it was. But to be honest with you, I had it on best offer. So I would have probably, if he'd offered me 480, I would have probably taken 480 anyway. So anyway, he offered us 480 quid, and we sold him 300 of these things. So it was one of those where like we do sell these regularly, these tiny little servos. We sell them kind of regularly, not massively regularly, but we tend to have to run promotions on them, don't we?
Yeah.
So normally we're asking about £6, £7, £8 for them. And they're at £7.99 at the moment. But they've been at £6.49. They've been at £6.99. We've tried different prices.
Yeah, we do play around with the prices.
Yeah.
What are you eating?
No, I don't know.
What are you eating?
Probably nothing. It should be
something you should not be, right?
And we've sold them at £7.99. We sold them at £6.99. Often when we do deals on them, that's when we tend to sell them. So when we're doing like buy 3 get 1 free, when we're doing like 50% off, so we sell them for £4 a pop or whatever, we tend to sell them. And I still actually have over 90 left in stock to sell like that. But we decided that we would take a big job lot like this and we'll just sell it, and we got £480 for it, which was really nice, and that massively helped. That massively helped our sales figures.
We did do something similar to this earlier on in the year as well.
Yeah, we did.
So
well, when we originally got those, we had over 1,000. Yeah. So like probably around 1,100.
And we did initially. We did quite. I can't remember. Was it 400 or 500?
We sold 500. And we sold those for about £700. I think it was £700. So we did like a big sell then. So just out of 2 transactions from them, we've taken like 1,100 odd pounds.
Yeah.
And rather than just sitting there, because God knows how long it would take to sell them individually, because they don't fly out. They're not like they do sell, but they're selling for obviously small amounts because they're a small item. So that helped us and got us to a good week.
It did.
Karen says, "Are you finding weekdays are busier than weekends at the moment?" Yes.
We are.
Yeah, we're finding that we're getting good sales during the week.
Yeah.
And then it's just like it's going kind of quiet because you expect it to happen. You expect it to be better, but then it's just gone a bit quiet.
Yeah. Ash has a question as well.
Yeah, go on.
Curious, how many items do you guys have listed, and how much is your store worth?
I can show you.
That recently, actually.
Well, it's dropped a bit now because we've sold like 300 units, but we've got currently. I mean, bear in mind this doesn't mean a great deal.
Yeah.
Because it's what we're asking for. We've currently got 1,240 items listed, and we're on about 4,900 quantity. And it's 44,500 is what it says it's worth. But bear in mind
that's like if you hold out for your top price, which is something that we don't always tend to do. We do accept offers.
We accept offers, and so I wouldn't. And
we play around with prices as well. So.
We do, so I wouldn't put much stock in that, Ash. But it's one of those situations where that's just I suppose it's like a little barometer you can just look at and be like, okay, I've got a theoretical value
we
of
be like the biggest overprices out
ever.
there.
Yeah, so really our store should be worth like $5,000, but we've got it up at 44 at the moment. Yeah. So I hope you have more entertainment than the England match. It's like watching paint dry. Are England playing?
Are they?
I didn't know. I'm just not interested right now in them playing.
No.
But the Hills, if they're watching, like if it's like watching paint dry, it doesn't surprise me. They're not known for their fluid and like extravagant, intricate passing, are they? No, they're not known for that at all, really. Still fab as it owes you nothing now. This lot, exactly. It doesn't owe us anything. But it's made our week look a lot better. So we have been pretty happy. Have you sold untested? They are working. We've tested loads of them. They're all working. When I was packing them up, I was giving them a little twist and making sure there was like resistance there and they were smooth. But they're all working because they've come from they've come from a good source. They came from they were like a proper clearance. I've auctioned off a shed load of crap for £5 each plus shipping tonight. Feels so good to clear stock. I won't pick up again, says Shels Rooney. That's a really good idea, isn't it? Clearing stuff like that.
Yeah,
I mean, we've done something similar. We took some stuff to auction.
Well, we took some stuff to auction this week. Well, you took it last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
just to get rid.
To get rid of it.
And we've done it on eBay as well, haven't we? Where I think we actually need to do more of it because we're not using the 300 listings.
It's one thing that we really do need
we
to
keep
work
on. Yeah, we keep on forgetting to do that. It's one. Yeah, we keep forgetting. Shazad says, since I've been away, the shop has not done less than £1,500. The staff have told me not to come back. Wow, Shazad, that is insane. Well, at least you can relax. Knowing that you're still making a lot of money whilst on holiday. Tapheader says weekdays best for me too at the moment. And Sadia says we used to have consistent days, but it's very changeable at the moment. Yeah, I mean, it does. It's so difficult to gauge what eBay's going to do. There's no rhyme or reason. Like our sales are up over like previous weeks, and it's really difficult to say that it's down to one thing. I mean, we could say, it's because we've started to pick up other items, but they don't account for enough in terms of turnover for the overall difference, do they? No. Have you listed all the RC stocks, Sally? Pretty much 99.999%. There's literally odd bits and pieces that I'm going through, but yes, I would say yes. Shazad says I have 65,000 listed. My target for the year end is 100,000. Wowza. Simon says mine's 668, 1,100 quantity, 55,000 poundish. Wow. Okay, Mum is writing my note as we chat, says Adam. What? I don't know what you're talking about, Adam. No, is it for being late or something? I don't know, maybe, but hope not, because we don't mind. No. Yeah, I think it was, because Jason says, very good, Adam, don't let it happen again. Sue says, hi, Becca, hi, Zaheer, hi, everyone, hi, Sue.
Hi, Sue.
Karen, did you hear my rant on Insta earlier? Totally got things off my chest, says Shelstering. Yes, it's Croatia versus England, 0-0 half-time. Okay, fair enough. It is what it is. You've actually got work tomorrow as well.
I do.
So you're like,
I do. We've got a flu clinic on at work, so I kind of volunteered myself to help out. So
6 days a week. Well, it'll come in hand.
6 days this week.
Yeah, it's not a full day though.
It's not a full day. It's in the morning.
Exactly. So. I mainly use my auctions as extra buy it now listings, says Karen. That's not a bad idea. If you were to list consistently, says Alia, how long would it take to list everything? Will you do more job lots now that you're way up on the lot and can get more with a phone call? It is a case of we are, but at the moment, how long would it take? We've pretty much listed most stuff.
Yeah, unless we've got a box hanging around that we've forgotten about.
That I'm just picking through, or But
I think we're pretty much.
Yeah, we're done now. I think we're done.
Because I think we went through the shed earlier this year, like towards the end of summer. I think we had a little bit of a clear out of the shed, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we found a bunch of RC that we'd kind of put in there and thought, oh yeah, we'll deal with that once we've got rid of everything else, and kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
So we've already dealt with whatever was left in the shed.
Yeah.
So, and I believe there was one box that you were kind of starting to sort out.
Yeah, there's one box left that I'm working through, which has got a lot of multi-quantity, so it's not going to actually be that bad.
Then we're hoping to do some stuff where we will job lot bits and pieces off.
Yeah.
Some of the other brands that we've had for a while, and we think actually it's time to
just make cash in.
Move it on. So
just cash
we'll
in.
Be kind of. It's
more deciding which ones to do.
Because we're not going to get rid of obviously all of our RC stuff, because it is what's like the backbone.
But also, if we're gonna buy more stock, we want to make sure that we're not overwhelming ourselves at home with it.
Exactly.
So it makes sense to move out something to replace.
Some stuff that has
maybe made some money, and then
because it's not like it's not selling; it's just
slow,
a little bit slower.
Yeah.
And so we're probably going to job some of that off.
Exactly. So that's what our plan is really. Q4, just a big thing on eBay as on Amazon, says Kenneth. It can be if you sell the right things, Kenneth. I mean, if you're one of the sellers that at the moment is selling a lot of like Halloween stuff, you'll notice your sales pick up. If you're going to be doing stuff for Christmas, you'll notice your sales pick up. We don't tend to notice it that much because we don't really have a lot of stock like that. Did you list that epic Barbie sunbed, says the Hills? We did list it, but I've taken it down temporarily because I want to make sure that I can check if the water pump's working.
Because you had a little... I
tested it, photographed
today,
it. Yeah.
And you were like, hang on.
Turn the lights on.
Working.
Yeah, everything. I thought, everything's fine. And then I was like, actually, I should see if I can get the water pump to work, because otherwise, I'll have to
listing it.
Yeah, or I'll have to list it cheaper.
Yeah. So it was
listing's
listed,
done,
but now it's
unlisted at the moment.
Unlisted at the moment. While we just check it out.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think eBay know how the algorithm works, so we have no choice. Just keep trying and adapting, says Karen. Very true.
Yeah, that's true.
Just chilling, watching you guys with an ice cold Bud Light and cheese on toast, says Kikashi UK. So that sounds
pretty nice.
That sounds pretty good. A Bud Light and a cheese on toast. Shazad says eBay will throttle you, i.e. move you up or down on best search. I find that I get a boost circa 30% every 3 months or so. Just have to maintain your service level. Very good point. I mean, the thing is, Shazad's actually in quite a unique position to be able to see those patterns emerging more easily because of the number of transactions that you're carrying out as well, which is really cool. Simon says, I'm jealous of people who have everything listed. My store would be double in size if everything was listed. I've overwhelmed myself this car boot season. Not been to a car boot for 3 weeks. Well, that's the thing. We've been going the last couple of weeks, but we've been making sure that we've been getting stuff listed as we've been buying it.
Well, you've been responsible for that.
Well, yeah, but it's been getting up there. Like, say, for example, if I've bought something from charity shops, made sure it's listed. Bought something from the car boots, made sure it's listed. Like, this week's car boot stuff hasn't been as successful as last week's in terms of flipping everything through, because we've still got the World of Warcraft collector's editions, and
it was a lot quicker the one before, wasn't it? Things kind of seem to just
well, I suppose it depends what you pick up.
It does.
Depends what you pick up completely. I mean, if you pick up good stuff, then it'll be kind of better that way. So, what else? Jason says, same here, Simon. I have around 4 times unlisted to list, but I finish work next Friday, so I'll be able to get listing and don't need to buy anything, says Jason. Okay. When you say you finish work, does that mean for holidays, or have you left it, Jason? Okay. Let's just scroll down. Oh, Tom's in the chat. Did I see Tom's name there? Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
How are you? Mel's in there, Sparrow's in, and Nick's in there as well. Hi, Nick.
Hi.
Hi, guys. How's things? House full of girls for movie night here. I'm hiding in the office. What movie are they watching? Is what I want to.
It's probably the safest place, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be. Just chill in the office. Well, thanks, Adam. Got 2 vlogs out already. One from Lichfield on the way up to Warrington, and one from Liverpool on my channel. Got 2 more to come, says Peter. Karen says, seriously, seeing some of the unlisted piles sends me on shudders. I have about 50 items to list and it's stressing me out. Yeah, I mean, Karen, that's the thing. It's like, I'm liking that because it's fresh in our mind, like we're buying it and we're listing it. It remains fresh in my head. So stuff that I've listed that like hasn't sold or hasn't had much interest, I've got my mind on it, because we've got all the RC stuff that I simply can't keep track of, because you can't keep track of every part. I think that's what
puts me off listing like the second, like the stock for the second store, because I've had it for so long now, and I know it's been listed and then unlisted, but it just feels like such a massive task to go through it that I keep putting it off.
Not to mention you are working 6 days this week, so
well, there's
there is that as well. There is that as well. Let's just be fair to yourself. All right, I've got an Encyclopedia Magica from TSR to sell this week, says Pete's Retro Collectibles. I'm not sure quite what that is, but cool.
I don't know what it is, but it sounds cool.
Mel caught some Insta rant there, and Lincoln Seller says hi as well. There is some amazing stock to list out of season though. Loads of consoles, cameras, games, postcards, lantern slides, says Simon. Pretty cool. They're watching Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, cool.
You've seen that, haven't you? I've not seen it. Is that the one with Hermione, isn't it?
Yeah, if it's that one.
Well, I know Hermione's not her name. It's Emma Watson, isn't it? But yeah.
The girls loved watching that.
Yeah. I work from March to October, says Jason.
Oh,
right. Okay, season. It makes sense, Jason. It makes sense. Okay. Full vacation starting today, says Kenneth. Weekend starting out with a haul together with the kids. Sounds good. Same here, Nick, but set in Garstang, says Southwest Sellers. What are you talking about? What was that? I don't know what was said now. I can't keep track. Can you?
No.
I'm trying to find it. They're watching. Very funny. That's quite funny. I get that. They're watching Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, okay. Very funny. That was a good one, actually. I'm glad I went back and checked it. A bit mean now, but but still. You're not that bad, hon. You're not that bad. Ow!
Nick says, yeah, the Emma Watson one.
Oh gosh, that's so I'm listening to Radiohead and listing. Oh, pretty cool. That's not bad. I haven't even done any listing this evening. We've just been like, when it gets to like 6 o'clock, that's it, isn't it?
Well,
Until it's like 9 o'clock now on a Friday.
It's a bit of a tough one, isn't it? Because I have shorter days some days at work. So, and when that's happening, you're dropping me off and then coming back pretty much a few hours later to come and pick me up, aren't you? So
yeah, exactly.
It always interferes.
Well, on Fridays being the shorter day as well, it's like it's extra. But I've still gotten some stuff to do, so it's not too bad. Anne's joined us as well. Hi, Anne. How are you? Kickass says, anyone been to the Midlands car boot called Furnace End? It's big. I'm sure someone's been there. No. I'm sure we haven't. It's not our patch, but still. All right. Oh, good question. Peter Ray asked Nick, you still got Dwayne for Auctioneer on Sunday? Yeah, I think it's happening on Tom's channel, the second part of the auction. So. I think it's happening on Tom's channel. So yeah, it'll be cool to know if Dwayne's in there as well. Thanks, Mel. Can't beat Radiohead. Love it so much. Yeah, Radiohead are pretty cool. And Tom has said yes. There you go. There's your answer. Laura Eccleston says hi as well. For a smiley face anyway.
Hello.
All right. Shazad says, I have the yacht booked for family tomorrow. Should be fun. All 14 of us.
That sounds pretty cool.
That sounds pretty epic. That sounds pretty epic.
Sounds cool.
Shall we get on and share ourselves for the week?
Yeah,
may as well.
I've talked for quite a long time.
I'm a bit thirsty, you know.
Yeah, I know. I didn't get any water in here actually. So
grab some if you want.
I'm in my PJs. Well, I'm getting up.
Yeah. I'll get some water.
No, you can't.
No, why not?
I'll just.
Yeah. No.
You know. No.
Right. No. Okay. All right. Let's do some sales. I've been knackered since I got back from work. Slept all afternoon and evening. Only woke up for the live streams. Oh, sorry, Simon, to disappoint. Oh gosh.
Dear.
All right, we'll go into our weekly sales, and we'll just, like I said, we've explained that we had a big ticket sale, which kind of skews the figures because it was like a £480 sale. But still, it's still not bad. Even without that, it still makes decent. The Hill says, got any live pick and pack to do? I've got a few things to pack, but I don't know if I'll be going live later because I'm pretty sleepy.
Are you gonna do it like Saturday maybe?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. Yeah. I have not done a bat chat. Z is naked from the waist down. No, I'm not. All right, let's get onto the sales figures things then. All right.
So.
Okay, let me just move us down.
Let's move us out of the way. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
okay, guys. So this is the sales figures for the last 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
Now this graph I'd stopped showing because it was a bit annoying, and this is a good example of it. You can see the yellow line is for last year, the blue line is for this year, and you can see that it actually includes for last year another day's sales. Yes, it's rain, Adam. It's raining.
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, so you can see that on the 30th, it's actually got a date there for the 13th. It's got figures for the 13th, but you can see the blue line, which is this year, is literally only going up to today. So we're like a day's, it's adding another day's worth of sales. But despite that, we're still beating last year. It's only by 1% up on last year, but still it's a big jump up to what we have been doing. But bear in mind, like I said, 480 of that is the servo sale. So you can kind of bear that in mind as well. But that would mean that we've still taken over £1,000.
Yeah.
Which we're pretty happy with.
We are.
We can't complain.
We're not complaining so much, but like Zaheer said, you got to bear in mind that had we not job lotted the servos, then
it would be a little bit less.
A bit less. So, yeah.
Well, it would have been about 1,100, wouldn't it? Basically?
Karen's asking where the bar chart is.
The bar chart will come as well, don't worry. But you can see we're 1% up. This is why I don't like showing this one, because it shows like an extra day.
It does.
Yeah,
it includes
tomorrow's.
No,
tomorrow.
It
it does. For last year, 13th of October. Today's the 12th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
it does.
It shows tomorrow's sale there. You can see it says 13th. And then you can see that the blue there is only up to that date there, the 12th.
Yeah, so that's up to...
Yeah. And for some reason on the bottom
so
it's
far.
1 day behind because it shows 11, 12.
Say, why does it show 11, 12?
Yeah, because it's just
weird.
broken.
It's just weird.
Exactly.
Anyway,
But pretty pleased with that. £1,500 over the last 7 days. Not going to argue. It's been heavily domestic, but again, that might be because again we've had
that's been a big drop actually. We used to be,
50-50 normally. But
or
again
40-50 sometimes.
Yeah. But again, that might just be because we've had that sale was in the UK, so that could have skewed it a little bit.
Could have done, actually.
But also this is quite a cool figure. We've actually had 18% returning customers.
That's pretty cool.
Which is amazing. So we're really, really pleased with that.
Yeah. You need to go back to full screen.
Yeah, full screen. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah. So that's what we need to kind of that's what we're pretty pleased with. So
yeah.
I will show you guys like the other chart because I actually like the bar chart as well. I think that's pretty cool.
We just have to
it's
do
more
it
accurate.
off screen.
Yeah, set it up.
Because otherwise it shows stuff.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
Tired, eh?
I am actually. I'm really tired this week.
Okay, 12th of October. So 5th. Bam. Okay, time management is the key, says Nick. I'm useless at it. My best week so far on eBay, 11,000 for the week, says Shazad. Wow. I wouldn't mind an 11 grand week. I will take our £1,500 week. That'll do us.
Yeah.
The bar chart is coming, like I said, Karen. Tom says, I work till 1, 2 a.m. most days and end up wasting most mornings. We just couldn't do that, could we? Like with waking up for the kids and for work and stuff, we just don't have that option.
I mean, I really do have to get up between 6 and half 6 most
And
days.
even if I did stay up, I'd be getting up at like 6:30, which knackers me then. Yeah.
Yeah, so no, that's not
exactly.
It's not an option for us, really.
And here we go. This is the bar chart.
We're cutting off the bottom bit now, aren't we?
No, I'll move it. It's okay. Where is it? Why can't I move it on there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, it's not letting you move it.
No, it will. If I transition it, there you go. Then it moves it.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah,
we'll go to the other side.
Because it's like a preview. You see, it's like a preview there. Yeah, we'll move up there.
There we go.
Okay. So this is our last 7 days. So you can just see this without without the previous year's figures. You can see the number of sales we're doing. That was a £200 day with 10 sales. It was a £170 day with 6. £200 day with 8. Then we had a £100 day with 10 sales. So it's funny that, isn't it? Like 10 sales there and only did 100 there. And then that was the day where we sold the servos. So that was 7 sales. So yeah, pretty cool. And this is not like for 9 sales and then 8 sales. So pretty pleased. 1542. Bear in mind, there's your PayPal fees. The stock pretty much owes us nothing apart from the items we sold from the car boot, which have also been pretty low value as well. So I'm pretty pleased with how things have been going.
Yeah.
So no arguments there.
Yeah, we're pretty happy overall. Exactly.
Pretty
happy.
I don't do any of the sourcing or photographing, so I sit for hours just listing, says Sadia. That's a good system if you can. Okay, my addictive personality does me no favours, says Shelster Rooney. I throw myself into things full pelt, not always healthy, but I bet you get results super quick though. Sparrows and Mel says everyone's situation is so different, but I have had a much better fortnight having set aside 2 full days a week for eBay plus the list off hours. It suits what I want to get out of eBay. Very good point, Mel. It's whatever each of us is doing is going to be very much tailored to our situations. Not everyone can do the same thing.
The thing is, like, everyone's got different commitments and everyone's got different goals as to what they want to get out of eBay, or what they want to get out for their,
or just from working from home. Exactly.
Yeah,
people do things in different ways, don't they? I mean, Nick's just said Amazon is outselling eBay for us already, slowly emptying the loft of Q4 goodies, and sales are kicking in. So there's a perfect example. Like, you know, Nick is always preparing ahead for Q4. And so that, you know, if you're able to do that, you can store the stock, you know, and then obviously send it in and do Amazon, then it can work out really well for you. But that's not going to be for everybody. You know, like,
I mean, it's not something that we necessarily do. We don't really
No,
tend to prepare for Q4,
No.
and we don't tend to see like a massive increase in sales either.
No.
It just generally will remain fairly
and we're
steady
pretty
for
heavy
us.
on eBay, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're pretty heavy on eBay. We sell the odd things up at Amazon, but again, that comes down to, you know, we need to obviously be able to invest in enough stock to do like the whole Q4 Amazon thing, and it's just not my cup of tea, really. It's just not. And sometimes you just have to go with that, you know. You just because you know, we're showing you what we're doing. I mean, this gets said so many times, but you feel like you have to just repeat it, because just because we're showing what we're doing, it's simply what we're doing, you know?
It doesn't mean it's right for everybody.
Yeah.
Or
at all. It doesn't mean it's right
exactly.
at all. So
that's one thing always keep in mind, is like, just because we're doing it doesn't mean that it's the right way to do it. Everyone has different ways of
sure,
you know, approaching it.
Kenneth says, I've sent you guys an email, please read it when you have the time. Will do. Yeah, I will do. Okay. Karen says, yes, it's only an hour a week and I ache like a demon now, but it's nice to do something for me, says Karen. Okay. Pilates. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Pilates. Yeah, I was like wondering, what was that? Okay. Yeah. God, yeah, kids always demanding something, pick me up from school, feed me, give me clean clothes, wow, sheltering. Oh gosh. Silver Hair Stacker says hi as well.
Hello.
Karen says, if money goes to a level we talked about, Shelley, I will get a cleaner. You always fighting with housework and stuff, aren't you? So.
I'm not sure I could go down the route of having a cleaner.
Yeah.
I don't even like you vacuuming.
They wouldn't do it well enough for you, would they? You'd be like going over it again. You'd be like, Bettina says, hi everyone, sorry I'm a bit late, hope we're well. We're absolutely fine, Bettina, thank you for joining us. We're just having a chilled out chat this evening. You haven't missed much, we're just, you know, the usual. Just the usual.
Just run through a few sales and...
Yeah. And Simon says, FBA listing process is a massive learning curve for anyone who's not done it before. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say, I never, to be honest, found it any more difficult. If anything, I didn't find it that difficult compared to doing eBay. One of the things that I think was the biggest stumbling block was worrying too much about the conditions, because the great thing about the internet is you've got all this information available. But the bad thing about the internet is none of it is really vetted for what's good information, what's bad information, and you can just take in so much of both that you can end up just paralyzing yourself. What they call it, paralysis from analysis, like when you do too much analyzing and then you just don't do anything. Like at first, I remember one of my biggest things that really worried me and stopped me from like trying it or being really nervous about what I was sending up. Some of the things that stopped me were just simply what condition will I get in trouble, or is this new? Do I have to do it like new and all this? And now I'm like, I'm sending in stuff that I previously would not have thought of sending in, and touchwood has not really impacted. I mean, we've sent in some pretty, like, we've sent in not ropey, but we had some stuff that we sent in that wasn't in the best of condition, but was new. It was just old stock, and it sold without any issues. And I know for a fact that I would have been worried.
You do declare it though, don't you?
What do you mean declare?
Like, as in, like,
even
though you're sending.
No, it was just new. It was just new.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was fine. It wasn't an issue. It was just it didn't have any issues from it. No like feedback issues, nothing. So yeah, it's just something that you've got to really sift through, and sometimes you just have to snap out of taking in too much information and then just do it. Nick says, if we had a cleaner, Andrew would clean up every time before they came round. That's something that yes, that rings a bell. Kenneth says, I really want to do reselling full time, but you need to start somewhere, and having a full time job whilst reselling, having 2 kids and 1 on the way. Yeah, we wanted to do it with both of us doing it full time really badly, to the extent that we moved up the country for a cheaper lifestyle and a better lifestyle. We've gotten the better, cheaper lifestyle, but we also realised that we just didn't have
more cash coming in.
Yeah, we just didn't have. Like, I think someone mentioned this before, that you should be judging. I think it was Ads actually on Thursday Talks. He actually said, he mentioned it, and this has been said before, about judging your business on its worst months, not its best months. And we found that on our worst months, we're still not comfortable enough to be able to do that, and hence we ended up having, you know, Beck to go back to full-time work. But it's been a massive help, and even if it is just temporary, it's just what we need, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, the rain is really pelting down, guys. Sorry about the noise.
You can probably hear it.
Yeah.
It's not a great deal we can do about it.
Silverhair Saka says, if it's on the internet, it must be true. Very true. I do more miles on YouTube than I do in my car, says BCP. Lol, YouTube costs less than gasoline. Okay. I sell a lot on FBA. My biggest worry is now waiting for my UK VAT number, and Amazon keep harassing me about getting it 45 days or they will suspend my account. Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't know much about... yeah, I mean, I don't know much about that, because we're not VAT registered, so we don't have to... we never had to do that. We were registered as a professional account, as a sole trader, and it was fine. Maybe you have to do it because you're selling from outside of the country. I'm not sure. People can sell for stupid prices on there. A sealed Simpsons hit and run on PC for €102, and a sealed Nintendo Wii nunchuck for 47, says Simon. Are you talking about FBA? Yeah, FBA can be pretty crazy. You're getting the tail end of the storm battered us last night, says Death by Glam. Ah, right, yeah, because we're in the northwest.
We had a little bit of rain yesterday, but we knew we were going to get this today. I think it's meant to be with us a weekend.
The weekend, yeah,
so.
It's horrible to get this at the weekend, isn't it?
Because it's been we've had some really lovely days during the week.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know what? During the week when we had that blue sky and stuff, we were buzzing, weren't we? I think
you were buzzing.
Yeah, I was really happy.
Well, you were on something else.
Yeah, no, it was just but it wasn't like. You know, it was the weather really has an impact, you know, and today it's been so grey and wet, and it's like going to be like this tomorrow.
Blame the weather.
I think I get that seasonal effective. Blame the weather.
It was the weather's fault.
Yeah, it was. Well, what else was it? You can give people ideas, huh? Give people ideas. It was just the weather. But yeah, Sadia says it's boiling here in Paris. We're still enjoying the Indian summer. Wow, that sounds so cool. Right, DBG down near London, we got very high winds and damaging winds yesterday and today, says Peter. Silverhair Stacker says retired and reselling for fun, the best way. Yeah, that would be brilliant. Yeah. Are you going to say a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush this week, Z? No,
but you've just had to because you read that out.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not going to use it as like a...
You're not going to try and convince people that it's,
it's
a proper saying.
The Bat Cave says VAT compulsory based on turnover. Yeah, I'm guessing Kenneth must be over the VAT threshold if he's got to be VAT registered. We didn't have to because we're not... Yeah, we've never been over the VAT threshold, so... Karen says, I'm going to go weekly road trips all over the country, but will be when get back from holidays. That's something
really
we've talked about a lot as well, like being willing to travel to get stock, isn't it? It's something that you can make into a fun part of the job, I suppose, but I think it's necessary.
Yeah.
Because you just don't know what's available. Like, if you just stick to what's around you, you're limiting yourself, aren't you? Like, massively. Like, what are you going to pick up, you know? Just what's around you. Some of the best deals we've ever had have been from miles away. So
yeah, from having to travel.
Yeah. Abby says, hi Abby.
Hi.
What is the weather where you are? It's horrible.
It's horrible and rainy.
It's absolutely horrible. Yeah, it's not actually cold.
It's alright, actually, when you're in here, because you can just hear it. But when you have to go out...
The temperature's not bad. temperature's
yeah,
not
but
bad.
temperature it's still very warm.
Yeah, exactly. Right. DBG got 24 degrees tomorrow and rain in the evening, says Peter. Diane says, but we need words of wisdom for the weekend. Oh, you know what?
Man.
I don't have any. Yeah, I don't have any. Oh, there you go. Nick's come up with an item listed on eBay is worth 2 in the pile of shame.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Exactly. An item listed on eBay is worth 2 in the pile of shame.
Yeah.
So there you go. I don't have it. After that attempt,
You never want to deal with like little sayings again, do you?
not really. No, not for a while. I thought I had that one nailed.
I know you really
I was-
thought you did
yeah,
until you read it out,
until I
and you were
actually
like,
read it. Yeah.
actually, that's not
what I
the
meant.
point
Yeah.
that I was trying to make.
No, yeah, it just wasn't going to happen. I saw some lovely tap from everywhere we went in summer, says Shasta Rooney. Yeah, I mean, whenever we're out and, you know, we do that. Whenever we travel, we will always look around. Kenneth says, I live in Denmark and my stuff is kept at the UK fulfillment centre. When you live outside the UK, you need to have a VAT number, even though I'm a sole trader. There you go. Yeah, that explains it. Yeah, so you don't need to be, it's not about being over the threshold. It's just because you're outside the UK, yeah. Trademark that, says DBG, definitely. DM says windy down south but still warm. Yeah, it's the same up here, really. Yeah, it is. How long is this live going to be, and what time is it where we are? It's 9:16.
Yeah, it's 9:16. We normally start this at 8:30 in the evening, and we finish
about
at
9:30ish. Yeah.
So there's not much time remaining.
No, we
to
just
be quite honest.
yeah. This is what we do mostly. We just sit and chat.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll have a topic. Most of the times we don't. Krillin has super chatted $5. Rob, hi Rob, says it is fun to watch the Celtic traders go around Europe looking for merch. I wish I had a blonde cutie traveling across country with me. Yeah, Celtic traders are fantastic, aren't they, Rob? Yeah, like they're great fun to watch, and yeah, they go to France a lot and go to the brocants and pick up a lot of cool things. It would be cool to just travel, and you know, it would be cool to travel to find stock. I mean, we did it. We didn't really make a day of it. Like, I wish we'd like stayed down in London the night before or something, or you know, but we didn't, did we? We were just.
I was fine with.
What? Yeah, but why wouldn't you want to stay down and, you know?
Because
chill out,
you need to.
You could, you know, stay at a hotel, have a few drinks, and then go out the next day, get the stock, you know, make it like a business trip. No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
That sound good.
Yeah, I was just laughing at Shasta Rooney's comment.
Jay LaCrue. Yeah, I've never forgotten Jay LaCrue. Yeah, Jay LaCrue. That was a classic.
Yeah. I still call it that though.
But why? You know it's wrong.
It just sounds right.
Yeah, but it's clearly wrong. Just look at the label.
I know, right? I look at the label and I still see the wrong name.
Just adding it in, just a bit of fanciness there.
It makes it sound so fancy.
Jay LaCrue. Sadia says, we've got a brocante in our area next week. I can't wait. Yeah, I mean, the kind of stuff you find is so different as well. I think that's the beauty of traveling when looking for stuff is like, depending on where you go, you will see different items.
Yeah.
I mean, this is something I was talking about with Steve the other day. Actually, like, when we first moved up here, we thought we'd see a lot of like you know, like walking boots and stuff, didn't we? We thought we'd see a lot of kind of that kind of gear, but we haven't. Like, we thought when we moved up, because it's quite outdoorsy.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I'd see some more outdoorsy stuff.
Yeah. But we don't, like, walk, you know, because we used to see a lot of Columbia and Merrill and that kind of stuff down south, didn't we? And we thought if we moved up here, they'll probably, when we moved, we thought we'd continue seeing it, if not more, because it's such an outdoors kind of thing. But I think people up here need those things, so they probably wear them to death.
I do still think you can pick it up from time to time, because we have seen it occasionally, but not like
not as much as we thought we would. We saw more down south, I think. Knowing what I know now, I really wish I'd started reselling at maybe 18, 19 before I had responsibility, says Death by Glamour. Yeah, don't we all? David is still trying to pick his jaw up from the ground from seeing your amazing haul the other day. Yeah, David, I'm surprised that it's that quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised anyone's recovered from that haul. That was beyond anything, wasn't it?
It was just pure craziness.
Nick says Le Big Mac, Le Big Tasty. Yeah, the Le Big.
See, yeah, see that works.
That was a Jack D thing, wasn't it? As well, I think.
Yeah, it works.
David, silver lining, eh? What? A few months ago, I went for an interview for a job, didn't get a job, but went to 8 charity shops I'd never been to. Oh, maybe flat caps and clogs here, says Sapphire Lewis. Yeah, maybe we do see a lot of flat caps, definitely, compared to...
Yeah.
Do you think less disposable income where you are so people will wear to death? I think... I'm not sure if it's necessarily that. I think it's they need...
Yeah.
I think they need the stuff.
Yeah.
Like, down south...
I think...
Yeah.
I think down south, I think it's a case of...
people bought it for fashion.
Yeah. And then...
or they bought it for a weekend away.
Or yeah. And then they're just like, I'm never going to wear this again. I just want to get rid of it.
Because we used to see so many like Merrell, Scarpa, Columbia, like brand new in box, barely worn, high quality Gore-Tex boots everywhere. Up here, you're lucky to find that kind of stuff in resaleable condition.
Yeah.
You know, when you see that stuff, like running shoes, we used to see so many running shoes down south. Up here, it's like people hammer their footwear to death. When we find footwear, it's not, you know. And
because I don't think it's down to the disposable income.
No, but the kind of footwear we've consistently found has been Doc Martens style stuff though. Those kinds of shoes people buy and donate, no problem. But actual outdoors wear, we thought we'd find a lot more considering we're near the Lake District and all that. But I think people just wear it. So I think it's probably I think it's probably more to do with that stuff's a lot more practical for up here. You need a good pair of walking boots. Like no one's gonna want my Gore-Tex Adidas shoes when I'm finished with them. No. I'm gonna wear them to death. But yeah, I mean, it would make sense also the disposable income point on depending on which parts. But we live in what's considered a nice part, and the charity shops here barely ever have that stuff either. So
we have
even at high prices. We found one pair of walking boots, I think, that was. But
that wasn't from here though.
No, that was from Lytham. Yeah, but still. Maybe a sourcing weekend to France, Chelsea in this guy. Oh, that would be cool. Karen says that was amazing, that haul. It was great to see you both having fun with it. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes we just have to have to have a laugh, haven't you? It gets like that.
Yeah.
My footwear is hammered from reselling, says Silver Stacker. Forge your own path, says hi as well. There's so much good stock in the brocants, it's crazy, says Sadia. I just need a way to get it back to the UK. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If you go to the right places, there is plenty of stock. I mean, we've talked about this on a number of occasions. Like the stuff we used to find regularly before versus now is crazy. Right. I wear my clothing and footwear to death before I replace them, says Simon. Yeah, same. Yeah, same.
Pretty much.
Have you guys had any success on selling unknown brand clothing on eBay? No, Kenneth.
Not really.
No, it's not.
No, I mean, we don't really massively deal with clothing.
Yeah.
Overall, so.
Yeah.
No, not really.
DBG says, me too, Simon. Thousands worth of clothes in my tat room, and I wear threadbare stuff. Yeah. Maybe the French don't use the internet to resell like we do, so cool stuff gets sold at the brocants. Maybe. Well, they've got a big eBay website though, Nick. I'm sure. I'm sure that I think there's probably an abundance of a certain style of stuff though, isn't there? Like Le Creuset, for example. We value it over here. Over there maybe they've got more of it, I don't know, or like cast iron pans, not necessarily Le Creuset, but that kind of that rustic kitchen stuff that people bring back for their kitchens, and they decorate their kind of houses in a certain way. Forge Your Own Path says no sales for me today. Hope everyone else is doing well. it happens. We've not had the best day today, I don't think, on eBay. I think it's been a bit quiet. Actually, that reminds me just to have a quick peek at it. Yeah, we're only on 47 quid of sales today, so it's a lot less than it has been. So we'll see what happens. Just chin up and keep going. eBay here isn't as popular as the UK. There are no cheap domestic couriers either, says Sadia. There you go. I'm not reading that out. The French use Le Bon coin for reselling. Don't know what that is. I'm not sure. Okay. We're coming up to an hour now, guys, so we are going to be calling it a day. A night, yeah. Beg, you alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're awake.
I am, just about. I'm really tired. I should have had a coffee.
Krillin says, do you have Griswold cast iron? No, I saw once that Ronnie Hart sold one of their pans, Rob, for like $1,500, like proper vintage stuff. So yeah. Sparrow's End Mel says, my mum and stepdad lived in France and ran an eBay shop for 10 years, did weekly auctions and sold loads of enamelware, lighting tins, sold loads to Japan. There you go. It's different things, isn't it? Like, people go there to find different things. Like even forget going abroad, guys. Even when you travel the country, you will notice a shift in what you find. You really will. Yeah. I think we've seen enough places, and we've sourced in enough places, I think, to like see that there's quite a difference, isn't there?
There is.
Nick says 2 ka-chinks during the show. Thanks, guys. It's not down to us, Nick, but we'll take the credit.
We're glad we could help.
We'll take the credit. Yeah, we've only had a couple of sales today though, but that's cool. Jason, I'm also at 80 with 3 sales, says Simon. That's not bad. And Kenneth has just sold an old Command and Conquer PC game on Amazon for £20. Yeah, you can sometimes sell things, for silly money on Amazon. Never actually sold anything to Japan, says Simon. I've sold a few things there. They tend to spend some, like, I don't know, I don't want to generalize, but the things I've sold to Japan, people have obviously bought more pricey stuff, because I'm guessing they wouldn't want to pay shipping and whatever for something too cheap. I don't know. Whatever. I've gone more into higher ticket bits, so hoping it's just lack of cheap bits scaring off those punters, says Forge Your Own Path. Yeah, I mean, not everyone's going to have money to spend on high ticket items all the time. I mean, like, we thought the stuff we picked up was going to sell, and it tends to be high ticket, and that's still sat there, whereas we've sold the cheaper stuff. Like with the World of Warcraft collector editions, the drone, those things I thought would sell really quick, but I don't know. They're still hanging around. Yeah, they're up there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyway, guys, we are going to call it a night. We really do appreciate you watching us, and thank you for all the comments on the recent videos and the questions in the chat and everything. Fantastic. We are a bit. I think we've tuckered ourselves out.
I'm so tired. I said to Zaheer, I think I'm going to have to go to bed straight after the chat.
Yeah, so Beg's going to go to bed straight away. No worries. I'm probably as well. I'm tired. I'm actually getting heavy eyes.
Yeah. I don't know what it is tonight. Yeah. I'm just really tired.
But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, please leave a comment and a thumbs up. We do appreciate it. And we are going to see you guys in the next video. In the meantime, obviously, remember to pop over to Tom's channel on Sunday for the second part of the charity auction. Yes. I'm sure there's going to be some amazing bits going on auctions, and you can actually see what there is on the auction thread, probably on Facebook, which we're not on.
We should actually say thank you to Darren.
Thank you to Darren as well. Yeah, we received our item.
Yeah, we haven't opened it yet. Yeah. But thank you for sending it.
Right, see you guys.
See you.